News with Katrina Smith.
Welcome and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday. It's March 15th. I'm Katrina Smith. It is parade day. You saw News Channel 2's Jason Pellis and Eric Gage down at the start of the parade, and we will be checking in with them periodically throughout the beginning of the parade, and then we will head down to the parade itself with News Channel 2's Steve McMurray and Kristen Copeland. Beautiful weather for this parade day, much warmer than usual. Amazing luck of the Irish forecast. James DeFazio has that.
Great news. I've got all good news for once.
Yes.
It's very nice to, have people
that
not
you
too
get to
upset
bear
with
the
me.
good news to everyone today.
Let's get right into it. Look at this weather. It's a fantastic parade. No excuse to get out and not get out and enjoy the day today. We're going to start out a little bit chilly. We're in the mid 40s to start the day, but we warm up quickly. By the middle of the day, we're into the 50s. By the afternoon hours, we're into the upper 50s to near 60. Highs today going to be in the upper 60s. We're going to get close to near 70 degrees today with plenty of sunny skies. Tomorrow, we have an alert day in place. We're expecting widespread heavy rain, very gusty winds tomorrow, the chance for flooding, especially north of the valley. We're going to have more information on that coming up in full weather. But again, it's due to a passage of a very strong cold front tomorrow, and the real issues for flooding are going to occur where there is still snow on the ground. Your Euroflow Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, quiet and dry, and it's going to stay that way today. Downtown Utica, you can see those blue skies, those sunny conditions. It's dry and it is incredibly nice out there. 45 and sunny up in Rome, a light breeze at 14 miles per hour. It's not going to be too breezy today. That should dip back down just a tad. Again, highs in the mid to upper 60s. Going to be mostly sunny today. We'll have more information coming up on the unsettled weather expected for the second half of the weekend. Katrina?
Thank you so much, James. And I'm sure
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday morning. We're settling into an absolutely beautiful start to the weekend. We're going to see a big change for the second half of the weekend, but the temperatures remain incredibly mild. Take a look at the weekend forecast. We have partly sunny skies for Saturday with highs in the upper 60s to near 70. It's going to be incredibly nice today. Very beautiful day. Things change on Sunday. Temperatures still in the upper 60s near 70, but widespread rain and gusty winds are going to arrive, and that's why we have a alert day in place for tomorrow, as well as for the chance for flooding north of the valley. Downtown Utica right now, some high cirrus clouds, but all in all, primarily mostly sunny skies. Beautiful conditions for the parade. Warm and sunny today with highs in the upper 60s. That alert day tomorrow, because it's going to bring widespread heavy rain and wind with the passage of a cold front. And then the severe weather threat looks minimal, but not entirely zero. We should still see our first thunderstorms of the season. They just don't look to be severe at this time. Euroflow Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. All is quiet out there. We're expecting dry weather to continue until tomorrow. 45 and sunny up in Rome, and that's only going to continue to climb today. The temperatures are going to continue to improve. Flood watch is in effect for tomorrow with this heavy rain in place. Not so much for the amount of rain that's going to fall, but because there's quite a bit of snow on the ground still across the North Country. And if you mix in the inch of rain that is anticipated across the North Country, it's going to be quite a bit of snow melt, and the threat for flooding definitely exists tomorrow evening across the North Country. In terms of severe weather, we're not expecting any tornadoes. Very isolated shot at some minor hail. Again, the primary threat is going to be flooding, and some gusty winds are also possible. Your radar and satellite showing plenty of sunny skies working in for this late morning and early evening, and for this afternoon. We're going on a bit of a roller coaster ride. Sunday after the cold front, we cool down for a day, but the warming trend returns, and we warm right back up by the middle of the week. We're back up into the upper 60s, similar to weather today. Mostly sunny skies today, and we warm up steadily right into those mid 60s and possibly even upper 60s. Clouds thicken up as we head into Sunday morning. As we get through the day on Sunday, again, clouds continue to further increase. It still gets warm. We get into the 60s. Some light showers start showing up in the early afternoon hours, but it would just be a couple of sprinkles. The heavy rain begins to arrive by the evening. Here comes that cold front beginning to work through. Have it paused at 4 p.m. here. From 4 to 8 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to be seeing thunderstorms and heavy rain. A lot of rain on there, a lot of yellows and oranges indicating those heavier downpours. Most of it comes through in the evening hours by 11:30 p.m., primarily cloudy skies, and it's a primarily dry overnight. But we're going to have to get through that widespread heavy rain. Your 7-day forecast, that alert day in for tomorrow for gusty winds and widespread heavy rain. We cool down on Monday for a day. It's short-lived. We warm right back up as we head into the middle of the week. Spring, we start a little bit wet, some showers on Thursday possible, a brief cool down on Friday, but we warm right back up again before the end of next weekend.
Feel like D, but no?
It would be C. And Stella was insane, and it's a little bit depressing for me because I don't know if we're ever going to see a storm as impressive as this again in terms of winter. It was quite a anomaly. We got 33 inches of snow in the city of Utica, biggest storm we've ever gotten within 24 hours. Yeah. And what makes it so special is we've seen high snow amounts this year, but that fell in like 14 hours.
Right, it was nonstop. Yep.
It fell fast. So fast.
All right, thank you so much,
Cooperstown
James.
got...
From snow to fire and winds, dangerously high winds swept across Texas, causing dust storms and reducing visibility. Some gusts have been measured up to 80 miles an hour. Tractor trailers blown over, billboards torn. The fear now is brush fires sparking in the state, and they could quickly be blown out of control by those violent winds. Here at home, our burn ban starts tomorrow. New York State, it'll stay in place until mid-May. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today. Top of the morning to you. We'd like you to get over to the Weather Center with meteorologist James DeFazio, who is tracking unseasonably, it seems like,
Mother Nature was feeling Irish today.
Yes.
Yes, she decided to join, and we have a fantastic forecast on tap. The
Beautiful.
weather for the parade could not look... We don't get weather like this for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. This is just phenomenal weather. It's a chilly start to the day, but upper 40s still, even though it's a chilly start. We warm right up into the 50s. We climb through the 50s quickly. By early afternoon hours, we're into the low 60s. We even get all the way up into the upper 60s by the end of the day today. Partly sunny skies Saturday. A big difference as we head into Sunday. An alert day is in for widespread rain and gusty winds, and that's because a strong cold front is going to pass through. We'll have more information coming up on this in full weather, but the main threat is going to be strong winds, heavy rain, and the chance for flooding where areas still have snow on the ground. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, dry and quiet, and it's going to stay that way until tomorrow. Downtown Utica, absolutely beautiful conditions, blue skies, some high clouds out in the distance, but all in all, fantastic weather out there. 45 and sunny in Rome. We're not going to have too much of a breeze to deal with today. It's going to be very comfortable outside. Highs in the upper 60s, close to 70 hopefully by the end of the afternoon. Mostly sunny skies for the entirety of the day. Big changes as we head into tomorrow. We'll have more information coming up on that in a couple of minutes. Katrina?
Thank you so much, James. And that 60.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Saturday morning. We're tracking phenomenal weather for your Saturday, but things are going to be very different as we head into Sunday afternoon and evening. Let's get right into the forecast because there are some hazards to mention for tomorrow. Before we get into that, today's going to be absolutely downright beautiful. Highs in the mid to upper 60s. We're going to be pushing upper 60s today with plenty of sunshine. Similar temperatures tomorrow, but we're tracking a cold front that's going to bring widespread rain and gusty winds tomorrow, and that's the reason for the alert day. Taking a look at downtown Utica right now, beautiful blue skies, some high clouds off to the left there, but all in all, absolutely very picturesque, dry conditions. It feels great out there for this time of the day already. It's going to be a warm and sunny day today with highs in the upper 60s. That alert day tomorrow, because we're going to have a cold front that brings widespread heavy rain and gusty winds. And then our severe weather threat, because we are tracking the chance for thunderstorms, looks minimal. However, the primary threat is going to be flooding across areas north of the valley where there's still snow on the ground, as well as the chance for gusty winds. New York Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, all is quiet and dry out there, and it's going to stay that way until tomorrow evening. 45 degrees and sunny up in Rome, a light breeze, and it's going to stay light. We're not expecting windy conditions today. We have flood watches issued for most of the area today. We have snow on the ground across northern Herkimer and northern Oneida counties still, and if you mix that snow on the ground with the inch of rain that we are expecting to fall tomorrow evening, it's really going to create some flooding issues, primarily across areas north of the valley. Again, these areas it's not going to be a flash flooding type event, but the snow melt mixed with the rainfall, rivers and streams are going to rise. That severe weather threat looks minimal, very, very low chance of a tornado. Hail, a very small shot at hail. However, again, the primary threats are going to be from flooding as well as gusty straight line winds. Your radar and satellite picture, plenty of sunshine back to the west. It's only going to continue to work in today. Plenty of sunshine on the skycast. Some high clouds working later in the day as we warm up into those mid to upper 60s. By Sunday morning, clouds begin to increase. As Sunday progresses, they only thicken up further. It does get warm yet again. Some light sprinkles in the afternoon. However, the widespread rain doesn't arrive until Sunday evening. By 4 p.m. Sunday evening, that cold front begins to work in from the west. We're going to be seeing very heavy rain as this moves through. From 4 to 8 p.m., we're seeing very heavy rain. Heavy rain, yellow, oranges showing up here, indicating that there's periods of heavy rain, but it does move through rather quickly, so we will have to keep an eye out for flooding because of how quickly it moves through. By 11:30 p.m., we're down to mostly cloudy skies, and that inch of rain has fallen relatively quickly. The rest of the night looks primarily cloudy and calm, but Saturday evening, certainly going to be worth an alert day. Heavy rain and gusty winds are going to settle in for the afternoon and evening. Your 7-day forecast, after that cold front, we cool down for one day on Monday, but it's still mid-40s, all in all mild for March. We warm right back up, back into the upper 70s Tuesday, upper 60s on Wednesday. A trivia question, anybody know the answer to this? I brought this up because there was a really, really, really bad severe weather threat across portions of Alabama and Mississippi today. Really, really dangerous situation across much of the South. And it's D because there is actually math behind it, and within the high polygon probability, today there is a 30% tornado probability within the 25-mile point and anywhere in that polygon, but that includes cities, if you have any relatives possibly in Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Hoover, Alabama, or Jackson or Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It's going to be really dangerous down there today.
Okay, seriously dangerous situations. A far cry from what we're seeing here at home.
If possible, you're absolutely going to want to play it on the safe side. We're tracking this tornado. This tornado is not confirmed just yet. There we go. It looks like we finally got the graphics pulled up there. But here, let me show you what we're dealing with here. Tom, you can take it to full graphics if you don't mind. So this little red polygon in northeast Oneida County was just issued a couple minutes ago. Tornado warning for extreme northeastern Oneida County. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located near Forestport, about 9 miles east of Boonville, moving east at 60 miles per hour. So if things do hold, this is going to move into northern Herkimer County. And this is a radar indicated tornado. There's currently no no one has actually witnessed or seen this tornado just yet. However, due to the amount of rotation on the radar, take cover if you are in the path of this storm. It is absolutely very damaging winds within that red polygon, and it's about to move in to where that severe thunderstorm is issued in northern Herkimer County. We'll see if the rotation holds and if the tornado warning is extended further. However, anywhere in that red polygon right now to the north of Remsen, extreme northeast Oneida County, take cover in the lowest level of your home. Get away from windows if possible. You're going to want to be extremely careful with this. It is rotating quite strongly. No proof yet that it's on the ground, but definitely going to want to take precautions. Heavy rainfall is going to be blocking this tornado, so it's not necessarily going to be visible, but we're going to continue to track this over the next couple of minutes. These thunderstorms, fortunately, are beginning to weaken. It seems we get a tornado as they're beginning to weaken. But a tornado warning that we're not expecting much more in the way of severe weather. This line is on its way north and east of central New York, and once these last few rounds of severe storms move through, things are going to calm down for the rest of the evening. We'll just have to deal with heavy rain. But in the meantime, if you were in northeast Oneida County, north of Remsen, east of Boonville, Forestport, Alder Creek, take shelter now. Woodgate, anywhere in extreme northeast Oneida County, along the northeast and northern Herkimer County border as well. This is going to track, right now it is on pace to track just south of Old Forge. So no tornado warning currently issued for south of Old Forge, but plenty of strong winds headed for Old Forge over the next 20 to 30 minutes. Again, northeast Oneida County as well as northern Herkimer County, tornado warning turning into a severe thunderstorm warning over the next couple of minutes. We're going to head back over to the newscast now.
Yeah, he had that wedge on 7. And
Tonight at 11, meteorologist James DeFazio in the Weather Center, and we are talking about this alert day coming up tomorrow. One thing we're watching, the potential for flooding.
Yes, and I want to get right into, before the alert day even begins, we've already entered a wind advisory. Wind gusts are already picking up.
I kind of figured, but...
Yeah, and I just want to point it out because it does say Sunday evening on the graphic, and we're already in the wind advisory. We're going to be dealing with wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour through the overnight, through the day tomorrow, and those are non-thunderstorm related winds. We still have the strong cold front that's going to pass through, prompting the alert day tomorrow evening. We're going to break down the details on that coming up in the full forecast. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Some showers off to the west that are going to slide off to the north of us. It's not going to bother us here in central New York. Dry weather is going to continue into the day tomorrow. Calm and mostly clear and dry in downtown Utica. Currently 52, very mild up in Rome, mostly clear skies, a 10-mile-an-hour breeze in Rome. That's going to continue to increase as the night progresses. Tonight, mostly clear skies, a very mild night, lows near 50 degrees, windy conditions. Tomorrow, windy conditions continue, as well as heavy rain and thunderstorms. Again, that alert day comes in tomorrow evening. That rain should hold off until the evening hours, but we'll break that down coming up in just a couple of minutes. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. The Oneida County Music Educators Association.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday evening. It was a very warm, good Saturday evening. My gosh, I'm so worried about Sunday's forecast. It was a warm, sunny Saturday today, and we're going to see major changes as we head into Sunday. Let's get right into some of the details. Downtown Utica, though, right now, still looking very, very nice. Dry, calm, still very mild temperatures out there. Not chilly, not going to be chilly. The only thing we have to worry about tonight, the wind has picked up. We're going to have wind gusts tonight. We're under a wind advisory. Alert day for tomorrow, primarily for the evening hours for widespread heavy rain and wind. And we're under a wind advisory, a non-thunderstorm related wind, which went into effect at 11 o'clock. It's going to continue until 8 p.m. Sunday. That's for 20 to 30 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 50. And then we dry out with colder weather on Monday as we head into the work week. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A couple of sprinkles showing up, but it's all quiet and dry across central New York. A couple of the sprinkles out to the west there are going to track to our north not going to be an issue for us until tomorrow. 52 degrees with mostly clear skies up in Rome. 10-mile-an-hour breeze is going to continue to creep up as the night progresses. We have flood watches in effect for much of central New York, and the real concern is across the northern portions of this area, primarily areas where there is still a snowpack on the ground, areas that still have a good amount of snow to melt. Northern Oneida, northern Herkimer, northern Montgomery, as well as the counties further north than that. You mix in the snow melt with the half-inch to inch of rain that we're expecting to get tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, that's going to be enough to potentially cause some flooding issues. And on top of that, we're expecting our first thunderstorms of the season tomorrow night. Now, currently, the severe risk looks rather minimal. However, there are still some threats. We're not really expecting any tornadoes. The tornado risk is extremely low. Hail, could see some small hailstones, but no major hail chances. Our primary concerns are going to be flooding as a result of that heavy rain and snow melt and gusty winds with the passage of the cold front between 4 and 10 p.m. tomorrow night. Severe weather outbreak across the south, Mississippi and Alabama seeing widespread tornadoes, and this is going to continue to track its way north tomorrow and bring us ample moisture. Tonight, those clouds are going to continue to work in as the night progresses. It's clear now, but it might be cloudy by morning. It'll definitely be go from partly to mostly cloudy. It stays mild though, even though it stays cloudy, it stays mild. We start the morning in the low to mid 50s. By midday, we're actually into the low 60s. A couple of sprinkles to the west, but dry across central New York. As we approach the evening, things really start to change. Some light showers across central New York, but that front with the heavy rain beginning to work in from the west in western Oneida County. As we move through the evening hours from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., we're seeing lots of yellows and oranges on here, plenty of downpours, plenty of heavy rain. It does move out rather quickly. By midnight, we're looking at cloudy conditions, mild temperatures. A couple of light showers remain overnight as we head into Monday morning, but otherwise things calm down. The majority of the issues occur early Sunday night. Your 7-day forecast, things do improve after a chilly day on Monday with temperatures in the mid-40s. We warm right back up by Tuesday, mid-50s Tuesday, and then sunny skies with highs in the mid-60s Wednesday.